Chronicles.
Hello boys and girls, gents and women, this is Brown Boy Chronicles, Season 5. A collective of 4 brown boys bringing you the latest updates about life, hot takes on music and fashion, mixed with some clown behavior, and overall just good vibes. Hope y'all enjoy and appreciate y'all tuning in. Enjoy, fam.
Welcome to another episode of Brown Boy Chronicles. This is your co-host Lucky,
This is KB.
This is Harvey.
and we're back again. Yo, this episode, I kind of need your guys' help like making a decision right now. So, my parents and I are going to India, well, like Punjab in the first week of April. So I bought them, they're going for 5 weeks. So like they're going from April 3rd to May 5th. I just bought my one-way ticket from April 3rd, but I haven't bought like a return ticket yet. And I'm kind of like debating, should I go for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks? Given that like I haven't been there since 2005. So like I feel like if I'm already spending like 2 weeks there, I should just at least like get the most out of it and like do 3 weeks. But then I'm like thinking, bro, can I survive out there? Like my biggest concern is just like pooping, bro. Like I don't know like how that's gonna go. I can't squat like that anymore. And
Everybody has modern toilets down there now.
really? I haven't been like I asked my parents, like they were like, oh, we'll talk to our uncle and like and all that. But like that was like my one of my biggest concerns. And then on the other one, it's just like, what the fuck am I gonna do there? They're saying like it's hella dangerous now.
Are you gonna be by yourself exploring? Because you said like, are you gonna be with your parents mainly, or are you gonna be by yourself exploring?
I don't know. Like my parents, like they just like you know how my parents they're just like so overprotective. They're like, oh, like Kala Jaddu and all that shit's like gonna go off. So like we gotta be careful and all that. So like I don't know if they're gonna give me freedom to like me just like drive to like Chandigarh or take a flight to like Mumbai or Goa and stuff like that. So I still have to like see. I'm really not trying to stay in Punjab for like 3 weeks. Like I'll go see like relatives and like Amritsar and all that, but like I also want to see other parts of India. So like that's what's like I haven't like seen if they're gonna be down for that shit too.
I think you're like overthinking it. You're Indian yourself. Like you'll be fine. You know how to speak and everything. Like you're not like whitewashed to where you don't know how to speak. Like I feel like those people that like target like tourists and shit. It's like obviously you might get fucked up on money and like bartering and stuff, but like people who like steal and shit, they target like white people or other people like that. I mean, you do have a bitch physique, but other than that, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah. I don't know. Like your sister and your cousin just went recently, right? Like last year?
Yeah, but I don't know what they did really. I like kind of talked to them. They kind of stayed in Delhi, kind of stayed in like where we grew up. I think they went a lot in Delhi, but like
Wait, I thought you were like from the Pind. I didn't know you're from like Delhi, like your
no,
parents.
I'm
Like,
from the Bend, but like they stayed in Delhi too for like a couple nights.
did they just go by themselves or did their mom and dad go or like her?
My mom went, but yeah, they went to see like the Taj Mahal and all that stuff too. So
Bro, that's what I want to do. And Rinku, like Jumpman went last year too, right? Or like earlier the year before?
No, she's never been since she's born there.
I thought you said someone went and like for like your wedding, like kurta pajamas and all that stuff. Like you got that from India, right?
No, everything was bought in the States. Some stuff was brought by my grandma from India.
Oh, okay, your grandma came. So you haven't been back either, right? In a while?
no, he's I think in college. I think I'm besides you, I haven't
Yeah,
been back since like seventh grade.
I went freshman year or sophomore year of undergrad.
What'd you do there?
I mean, half the time gets spent like visiting family. The other half, I mean, it's obviously a lot better if you have like at least somebody of your age, like cousins and stuff. I mean, when I'm in Gujrat, it's just like we just mob, like we just ditch the house, like we just grab the scootery, and like we just go around. Like, yeah, Gujrat is like mad chill. It's like the perfect in between of like the rural Punjab life, and then also like not having as much chaos as like Mumbai, like because like it's dangerous driving in Mumbai. And like I almost like crashed or like almost like I hit a huge ditch on the scooter the one time and like my foot like leg almost like got caught and shit, but that shit was fucked. But the cops are out and stuff, like people are just all over, like nobody uses signals, the cows are coming in the middle of the street. Like you definitely gotta be on one, like you gotta be careful. But now my dad has a friend and his son is like he's like educated, like well educated. He's in the States now, like doing school here, but like they're pretty well off. His dad's like a travel agent in India. And so like we would just like roll up to their house and they have like just like couple like scooters, motorcycles, like whatever we want to use. Like we can just grab the keys and just do whatever. So like we'll hit the mall like every day. Movies are like $2. And like the malls there are like way better than any American mall. Like state of the art, like fucking nice as hell. And Chandigarh's like that too now.
Is it real shit at the mall?
Yeah, everything's authentic and like legit. Chandigarh is like definitely the most probably developed like city in Punjab. And they have like all that like lavish shit, the malls and everything like that. But yeah, there's a lot to do.
Chandigarh has like gardens and shit too, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, gardens are everywhere. Gardens are pretty dope. That's cool stuff to do. But like, yeah, I mean, driving around is fun as fuck. And then like, I mean, when you're in the bin, like you gotta hop in the motor.
What does that mean, motor?
Like the well that like feeds your crops, the motor.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys call it motor? Oh, we call it tubo.
Yeah, but no, that shit is fucking relaxing.
No, I'm definitely doing all that. So like when you were driving, was that in Mumbai or Gujarat, like where you almost hit the ditch?
I drove everywhere. I never drove a car because all the cars are pretty much essentially stick shift. But scooters are automatic, and most of the bikes are also like clutch. But like if you have like relatives or family that are a little bit more like progressive or modern, some of them have like more of the like automatic bikes. Yeah, like I just stuck with the scooter because it goes like 50, 60. Like you be cruising, not get like too crazy. Gorpy be whipping the motorcycle sometimes. Like he can drive like clutch and shit. So yeah. But like I wasn't on that wave.
Wait, so how many? So you actually went to Mumbai too? Like, wait, you went with Gurpreet then too, or was it just you when you
Nah,
went?
both times family, like whole family went.
Oh, okay, 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 okay,
But like
okay.
me and Gorpy, like when I was older, we'd just go do our own thing. I would take my sisters, I'd take my cousins. In Punjab, I have an older cousin, so he would take us out and shit, and we do stuff. You gotta try the McDonald's there. It hits different. Like I don't eat McDonald's in the States, but like there it's like legit. It's way better.
Oh, I heard actually like a lot of fast food restaurants are better, like Starbucks, KFC, like all,
Yeah,
I think you gotta try it, even though it feels weird to try like English, like per se English fast food and like
but it's curated to the culture. So
yeah.
like
Aloo
yeah,
tikki.
it's sick. Yeah, those aloo tikki like sandwiches. Yo, just be careful with the street golgappe. Them shits will have you fucked up.
Dude,
Like
that's like my like I feel like if that's why I want to go for 3 weeks because I feel like for 1 week I'm just gonna be sick because my body is like so like adapted to like the clean shit here. I'm going to
yeah, I
like
don't think 2 weeks is enough. 1.5 weeks is gonna get taken up with family shit. Like you
yeah.
need at least like another week and a half to actually like do your own shit.
Are you planning on drinking the water there? Because if you plan on drinking the water there, you're definitely getting sick.
No, 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 no. Of course not, bro. Like I'm gonna make sure like I might fly with the like the pure filter too. Like I don't know like what I'm not gonna try to drink
No,
like
you can
I'm
drink
just
the water there, just boil it. But like anything that comes from a water bottle, you're like chilling with that.
yeah, I think most likely it's gonna be water bottle.
Just buy name brand.
But I feel like outside of that, like it's not like cleanliness like how it is here. So outside of water, like the food you eat, like some shit's gonna have like bacteria that your body's just not used to, and you are going to get sick. Like I feel like my first week there, I'm just going to be bedridden. Like that's just like gonna be the case. And then
You
like
just fight
after,
through it. Who the fuck cares? You'll fix it by the end of the week. Just fight through it, go travel and shit. The
Nah,
one
there's
thing,
no fight throwing it. When you get food poisoning in fucking India, like I didn't get food poisoning the second time I went. Like I think my body already adapted. Oh yeah, make sure you get like caught up on all your shots and stuff. Like I don't know like your whole situation with malaria and stuff, but like you have to take like a pill for malaria every day when you're in India.
a
Like
word.
yeah, like you need to like check up on that and get all your shots and stuff. Like when I first went, I had to take like hella medications and stuff just to like be from a preventative standpoint. Like I had to take a pill for like malaria and all that, so I didn't contract it. My second time though, we didn't take anything. Like
Who
essentially,
told you this information, dude? Is this like a travel advisory? Like when you go to India, like how do you figure this shit out?
my parents knew this. I mean, this is like common knowledge in I guess Indian household.
yeah, when we were kids, we always got shots taken too right before.
Yeah, you need certain like precautions. You need to do certain things before you travel.
Any
But
any third world country, even when you go to Africa and stuff, there's always different diseases that are in these third world countries, like dengue fever, malaria, and all that shit. You need shots for these, unless you want to like actually get really sick.
yeah.
Yeah, I gotta talk to my doctor.
But nah, you will probably get sick and like it's like literally debilitating. Like I was vomiting and then I can't even like close my asshole. Like I would be vomiting and then I just start shitting while standing up and shit is just going down my leg. Like you're going out of both holes. Like that's how bad it is. Like you
Bruh.
just like that's not functional. You can't push through that.
See, like I feel like I see like Rinku had someone. I don't have anyone. I'm like the youngest one out of everyone. All my uncles and everyone, like their sons, like my cousins, they're like their late 30s or 40s. Like I was only people I was thinking that I could hit up are like my friends that I went to like first grade with, but like they're not gonna remember me, bro. It's 18 years, I never kept in touch. So like, and I don't know if my parents are gonna give me freedom like that to like do whatever I want, even though I want to do whatever I want. But they're also like getting in my head. They're like, yo, Punjab's too scary. You gotta be on your toes, like P's and Q's, like motherfuckers like out here trying to like, I don't know. They get in my head. So like that's like where like the 2 to 3 week like thing is coming up because like I don't want it to be like a fucking fight with them. Be like, yo, I want to go here, here, and they're just like, I'm not trying to do this. I'm not trying to do this, and all they want to do is sit around and then talk to like relatives. Like, I'll do that too, but at the same time, I don't want it to be all about like just
Dude, I'm
fucking.
telling you, your cousins, even though they're late 30s, they'll be excited to show you around, regardless, I think. If even if yeah, like I feel like whenever there's a person that comes from America or something, like they're usually excited to spend time with you. You'll find someone that wants to go like
Yeah,
explore.
people get hype. And like you probably have like distant cousins that you don't know about that will probably pull up that like are younger and stuff. I mean, you're probably gonna meet like people you've never even know existed, but everybody's like just like arms open, like warm welcome, and they like just like are just happy. It's like a different mindset out there. It's just way more warm welcoming. Like they don't look at like anything else. Like they're just like, oh, there's even uh, like an ounce of blood that we share. Like you are like taken care of and shit. Like they praise you and type shit.
Yeah. Dude, I'm excited, yo. Like it's 18 years, like so much has changed, and I'm like excited to see like what I come back with. Like, because I was just like thinking over there, like back when what I remember back from 2003, like when I came over here. Like electricity would go out randomly, and here I keep the fucking heat at 76 24/7. Like those types of privileges I'm not gonna have for like 3 weeks, and I wonder like when I come back here for like how long will I appreciate like where I have like I'm just like thinking like ahead like the comforts that I have now, the small things that just make my life like happy right now, like the things that I'm not gonna have over there, and how that's just like gonna play
It's pretty
into like
comfortable over there. I don't know. You'll be surprised. Like, I mean, most places, houses and stuff have AC. Like, yeah, they don't have like central air, but they have like the mini splitter ACs, like you probably see those like on the walls, those long ones.
hmm
They're remote controlled, like they have heating and cooling. Like most establishments have that. Like all the malls and stuff are like air conditioned. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think you have a true, obviously because it's been so long, but like, I mean, you just are looking at it from an outside perspective, but you live pretty comfortable. Also, you just gotta kind of get a little bit comfortable with like being a little bit like dirty, I guess. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's all right to be like walking around like sweaty and shit. Like, just be like comfortable in your skin. Like, I don't know. Like, you'll adjust really quickly. One thing I noticed every time you like when I have landed in India, all your worries just like disappear because like you're not thinking of work, you're not thinking of like people here. Like it's just a weird aura that like comes above on you. Like,
I feel like that's with every trip though for
yeah,
me.
that's like vacation, I feel like.
oh no, I don't know. I feel like I still have like things underlying, but like when I've been going to India, because it's like you're going for such a long duration, right? Like with vacation, you go for like 2 3 days, but you gotta come back to like shit. I mean, when I've gone to India, I'm not really coming back too much, and I'm going there for like 3 weeks, and like I know nothing's in my control back at home, so like all stress, all worries, everything is just like eliminated from your mind, and you're just there. I don't know. It's like a weird feeling.
The one thing I would do is not bring nice clothes or nice shoes and shit. That shit's gonna get dirty. Like even though they have laundry and shit, but like that like I would just, wear some like home clothes and shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can keep it simple, like sports shorts and like tees and shit. Like you're chilling with that. I mean, you should blend in a little bit too. Like, don't fucking outright look like a goddamn tourist person, but like dress a little fobby, I would say. Wear some like Versace Gucci like shirts.
No, no.
Nah, bro. That's just weird. I'm just gonna wear kurta pajamas like what I wore at your Jago. I
Nobody
feel
wears
like
kurta pajamas like that, dog. They wear like shorts and shit. They wear what's really in India is like those like jorts, like jean
Oh
shorts.
yeah,
oh
get a
my,
pair of jean shorts.
bruh. I've never wore jeans here. I'm not about to wear jean shorts. I only wear like fucking
Yeah,
chinos.
jeans are big in India. Like a lot of the guys, especially our age, everybody just wears jeans with like a tee and shit. Like no matter how war it is.
The tees are usually graphic as fuck, like a Jersey Shore vibes from back in the day.
Bro, I'm about to
Yeah.
buy some Abercrombie tees. I feel like that's what they all wear over there, probably.
You should get a haircut over there too. It's like $5. It's a good experience.
Like they give you a head massage and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I've seen those like YouTube videos too. Like those small things is what, like what I'm looking forward to. That, but like I just bought the tickets like 3 days ago, and like that's where it's set in stone, and like that's where like the return ticket is like where I was like so confused. Wait, what month did you go to, Rinku? Like, did you go in April or would you go in fall? Like spring or fall or summer?
Like November time, I think, both times. Actually,
Oh, sure.
yeah. One time I went in the summer. When November was perfect. Diwali was wild, bro. I almost lit somebody's house on fire. Like, bro, fireworks in India are dangerous. My dad doesn't light a single firework in the States anymore because he almost blew his hand off or something, or like burned his hand when he was in India. Like one lit and like they lit it and it wasn't lighting and he was holding it in his hand and just blew up in his hand. So
Oh
he's been
shit.
like traumatized ever since. But like that happened to me one too. There's these like little ball things and they had like really long strings and you're supposed to like throw them really far.
Uh-huh.
And I lit it, and because it just makes a huge loud noise, like it doesn't actually light up, it just pops like crazy noise. And like I threw it, but I didn't throw far enough, and I wasn't far away, and like it popped, and my ears started ringing, like things went like death. Like I was freaking the fuck out. Like I was like legit, like how you see in the movies and shit when a big explosion goes off and they show like people like like notice like having ringing and stuff. Like that shit legit happened. But then thankfully like shit came back. I was fucked.
God damn. Dude, do they actually put gunpowder in that shit? Like that's
Yeah,
just
I don't know. It was dangerous. And then we like took all the like garbage and then we like lit it up on the street and just set up as a fire. But then it got too close to this person's wall and, and then started going on their fence and like climbing on their
bruh.
fence. And then me and my cousins, like all like I had little girl cousins, they're all just like we didn't tell our parents shit. We all just started running inside and like getting buckets of water and we're trying to fucking put it out.
God damn, bro. You can do arson over there and no one can even say anything. That's kind
Yeah.
of wild. I'm going during Vasaki. I feel like that's like the only thing that's gonna be popping. Like hopefully there's like a Nugger Keithan. Let's check that
Yeah, you
shit
should
out
see
too, bro.
Amritsar during Visakhi. That's probably like once in a lifetime. One
Yeah.
thing to
No,
see.
I'm excited for all that because like all my memories are just of like my band and just going to school there. And then I went back in 2005. I don't really remember it too much. I remember I went to a Mela and that's about it. I went with my mom and that's it. And then I haven't been back since then. I don't even see photos. I don't know like what our house looks like anymore, if that shit's still even there. My parents say like they upkeep it, but I don't know. I feel like I have a different image in my brain of like how things work because I was so little. So now going back after I'm like 18 years, that shit's about to like I'm so excited to fly a kite, bro. I used to be nasty at flying kites over there, and now I want to see if I still got it.
Yo, isn't it kind of crazy? Yeah, talking about like the upkeep stuff, like if you think about it, they just basically have hired someone or like they have a servant to clean the house and shit. Isn't that kind of crazy to think about?
I and my parents saying like uncle did it like they like try to like sweep it like they like kind of like have maids like come in every like quarter or some shit like that so shit doesn't get dusty, but like bro it's not like American houses there. Like what image like the memory I have like shit was like broken down. It was one story. It was just like kind of like a cardboard box. Half of it was like dirt like in the back rooms. Like it was like real like pinned vibes, like humble beginnings, like nothing, like it wasn't really like I don't know like how your guys were in Gujarat, like but like when I was growing up, it was just like the true essence of like Pindu house, like where one of our stairs was like fucking fucked up. I wonder if that was fixed now. Like
I mean, it's a korti, so it's like half of it's outside and shit. So like,
yeah,
Yeah, I mean we spend usually 1 week in Gujarat and 1 week in the Pind and like I mean in Punjab and like yeah, I mean I slept outside like on the cottage. Like I mean you gotta experience it all. Like you woke up with like
yeah.
hella like bed bugs, but like
the
I mean not
manja.
bed bugs, but like yeah, the manja, like just night bites. But like you'll be surprising how like comfortable it is like sleeping out there. And then like the kirtan alarms start going off at like 6 a.m. You can hear it all throughout the Pind. Like you cannot sleep through it.
Yeah.
Like legit, there's like all like Shabbat starts playing all throughout like on the loudspeaker at like 6:30, like when the sun comes up, and like you can hear it all over. Like it's a different world out there, like for real,
I feel
for
like
real.
I'm about to like disconnect. Like, when people bring their like, I'm so connected to technology and I know you're saying like it's pretty advanced over there. Like I'm sure they have internet and shit like that. But in a weird way, I feel like I'm about to go to like a monastery, because like back when I remember, there's no internet, I didn't have any phone, and I kind of want to bring that like essence back. Like when I go back now, like I kind of want to detach myself from like all the electronics, even though I mean I'm sure I'm going to use my phone here and there, but what you brought that shit up, like the kirtan and all that. Like now I'm remembering when I was little at 5 a.m. Like all the roosters would go off, and then like the pins like microphone would go off, like the gurdwara's like microphone would go off, and you'd hear it. Like that's actually like bringing back memories. I don't know. I'm
Dude, the
excited.
last time I went, I remember this. Like Harvey said, like you would sleep outside on the manja, which is basically like a bed. Like for people that don't know, it's a bed made of like rope and
Mhm.
shit. Um, I slept outside with like my cousins and my sister and stuff, and there was like bats, like bats resting above. Yo, I did not sleep the whole night because I was afraid of the bats like coming in and fucking. And I don't know. I think my uncles told me that the bats like gouge out your eyes, so I was like extra afraid. I don't know if he was just fucking with
Bruh.
me or some shit. But that whole night I did not sleep because of that shit.
Bro, I remember like lizards were just like everywhere. Like lizards were like on the side of the walls and everywhere, like all that shit, bro. Like I don't see like a single bug here. Like in my apartment, I barely have seen a single bug. This is about to be such a culture shock. Like, I mean, it's not a culture shock because I'm from the culture, but like it'll such be like it'll shake up my snow globe of like living in comfort for like 3 weeks. And I don't know. Hopefully I come back with some, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm hoping to get out of it. I'm just like excited to go that because I haven't been back there. So like when I do come back, we should have like a conversation about like what I got out of that trip.
Dude, I used
And
to hate those fucking lizards. My sister would cut off their tails like as a kid because you can cut off their tails and they grow back.
yeah,
Dude,
I would do that shit too, bro. Imagine nowadays, yo, that'd be like animal like cruelty.
I mean, yeah, no, but I used to be so afraid of those fucking things back in the day.
Mm. Yo, so I mean, outside of Punjab, so let's talk about something else. Like, what else like happened this week? Or do you guys
Wait,
want
wait,
to
wait.
talk
No,
about
no,
the?
I want to talk about something else real quick. I
Oh,
was gonna say like if I do go back too, like just going back to like what would we do? If I would go back to Punjab, I would go to like the Pakistan side of Punjab because I actually want to explore that one,
Lahore?
Lahore and all that stuff and all the gurdwaras up there too. I don't know if you guys, I don't think I'm afraid. Like, I don't think there is anything to be really afraid of. If you do it,
Mm-hmm.
like you just go. Um,
What is there to be afraid of?
I mean, it's not something to be afraid of, but it's just like the tension always between Pakistan and India kind of like scares you a little bit. Like it's always in the back of your mind, like the perception they have.
I've
And
heard the opposite though. I heard everybody over there is like super friendly and nice and like welcoming and understanding.
yeah, see, like I hope that like that's what we all hope that it is, and
Mm-hmm.
it'd be cool to check out that side too. I don't know if you guys would ever do that too.
Actually, that's a good. I never even thought about that. That's because I like that wouldn't be too far away from Amritsar because that's like on the edge of Amritsar, like the Pakistan side, because that's on the left. I actually might tell my parents, yo, we should go to Pakistan. Like, but I don't know like how the visa stuff works. Like if you can just like cross the border, like with if I have like the like I just don't know like how the border control works or even if they have border control over there.
Oh, they definitely do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 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 of
You
course
can't
yeah,
just
because
freely
like
go in and out of Pakistan and India.
I don't know.
Are you the swimming like at the what is it the pool at the Amirtsar like with the what is it called around the
I'm definitely gonna feed the fishes, bro, with the prasad,
No, you're
bro.
not allowed. You're not supposed to do that.
But they oh you can't do that anymore?
No, you never could do that. There's really signs all over the place that say "Do not feed the fish."
Oh shit, yo, I would feed that fish every time I would go when I was little.
You
I didn't
gotta
know that
peep
was
the
bad.
roti machine though at Amritsar, yo. That thing is a fucking machine. It's like massive and just like spewing out like thousands of rotis, like in perfect circular shape.
Yo, I know you hate to take pictures and stuff. You should take like a camera, like videos and shit.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna take photos and stuff like that, like just like capture everything.
I'm surprised Amritsar is not like the eighth wonder of the world. Like it is like next level beautiful because like I mean you'll see it like when you go in at the outside of it, it's like all marble, and then there's
Hmm.
like a bunch of shops and stuff. You can get garas, kirpans, all this like sick kind of like stuff, like literally like SIKH stuff, like, and then they just have like people like sick related stuff, and then
Yeah.
you wash your feet, and then you go up these like stairs, and then like it just opens up, and it's like it looks like like a painting or like a
And it's so peaceful too. When you enter like the Golden Temple area, like it is very peaceful. Like I've never felt that feeling anywhere else in the world.
waiting in line though is hectic to like matha tek. There's like so many people are shoving and like shoving and pushing and whatnot. But walking around like perimeter and stuff, yeah, it's chill.
Wait, KB, you still remember? Like, even though you went in seventh grade, because I went in
I
fifth
remember
grade.
I remember the feeling. Like I remember the feeling of going in and that like that peaceful feeling. Like I like it's almost like a warm feeling. Like kind of how like Harvey described just going into India, like peaceful and whatever quiet. It's like I get that kind of feeling like when I go to the Golden Temple.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even remember. I think I was too little at 5th grade, but I don't know. I'm excited. And now a quick word from our sponsors. Have you thought about starting a podcast but didn't know where to begin? If so, I'm here to tell you about this free tool called Anchor. Anchor allows you to create and edit your podcast from both your phone and the computer. On top of that, it distributes your podcast to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many other locations, so you don't have to do it manually yourself. And if you thought that wasn't enough, it also allows for monetization, so you can actually make money from your podcast. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. It's everything you need to make a podcast. Now let's get back to the show. Should we talk about something else? Like I know like there's a lot of shit that happened like this week, and like Kiwi, like you were like talking about the dude that passed out, like who had a cardiac arrest. Like I don't really remember, but I just remember people were like going crazy that he just collapsed on the field. Do you want to give like a background of I
Oh,
forget his
wait,
name.
did you guys see? So basically, the Buffalo Bills and the Bengals played, and Damar Hamlin, which is a cornerback, went for a tackle on a receiver. The receiver was T. Higgins on the Bengals, and basically, like, it wasn't an illegal hit. Like people are saying it's a legal hit, whatever. It wasn't. The receiver just had the ball and put his shoulder down into his chest, and it was a pretty hard hit. I'm not gonna lie. It
Mm.
was a scary hit. And like at first I thought it was his shoulder was to his head, but it was to his chest. And he basically like ran through Damar Hamlin. Like I don't know what else to say. Like yeah, they both went down and he tackled him, but when he got up, he stood up for like a couple seconds and just fell unconscious. It was kind of scary because you never see an injury like that, and you don't see an injury where usually like the games will restart where it's like an injury will happen, but like they'll become conscious and then they'll be carted off consciously. But this injury, like the ambulance had to be on, everyone was like both teams were huddled around crying and shit praying. The guy was unconscious for a couple days. I think he just regained conscious recently, and we're filming on the 6th right now, or we're recording on the 6th right now. So I think they announced that he's on 50% oxygen now, but I think it was scary as fuck. And you never see something like that in sports. I mean, you do sometimes. It's very rare to see like I know there was a soccer player that had something similar last year, where he had like a heart attack or something on the field. But like the whole situation was very scary.
Bro, he's not gonna be the same anymore, right? Like he lost like how many, I read somewhere like he had 9 minutes without oxygen. Like your brain, like I don't know if like his brain functionality is going to be the same. Like
They say he's doing well though. He woke up and the first thing he asked was like, "Who won the game?" Like
oh really? Okay.
he like wrote it out. And the doctors responded like, "You did. You won the game of life," which is pretty dope.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Okay, I don't think my first thought would be who won the game. Like,
I mean, like that's the last thing he remembered. He like passed out during the game, so I feel like that would be the last recollection of like the conscious recollection.
yeah, maybe he didn't even know how long he was out for. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think about.
And he woke up today or yesterday.
Oh, like yeah, like I think he's on 50% oxygen now.
So he still needs help like breathing. He can't
Yeah,
breathe on his own.
yeah.
Yeah, like you're supposed to be on like your level of oxygen is supposed to be like 95% or 96% above. If you're below that, then you're like supplemented with additional oxygen. So he supplemented with additional 50 through like nasal cannula or like
Yeah, I don't know if that the 9 minute thing without oxygen is right too, because I think he was on 100% oxygen. I think they performed CPR. He had a pulse, and then they gave him the 100. Like he was on 100% oxygen when the ambulance and stuff came too.
Oh, okay. So he didn't go time without like not breathing. Like he was.
no, he did. He went 9 minutes
Oh, is it?
with hypoxia, like without oxygen.
That's
Because
crazy.
they did CPR for like 9 minutes. At that point, there was no oxygen. He got pulse back, but he still wasn't breathing on his own. AKA, there was no oxygen feeding his brain for 9 minutes.
It's just kind of scary that you could just be playing your sport and suffer an injury like that, like a life.
I mean, this was like
Like
rare. The thing that he like, well, a lot of people are speculating exactly what happened, but I gotta look up this term. But the thing that like what the most reasonable explanation is that he had is like cormoius
I know what you're
coxa or something
talking
like.
about. I know what you're talking about, where it's like it at a specific time
So
frame.
your heart's in like at a certain point in a sinus rhythm. It's like 1 in a million chance that you like that shit would happen because things are happening so fast in your body. But he got hit when it was in that, and that threw the whole heart into like just clusterfuck and then causing it to shut down. That's why he like it doesn't happen immediately because like that's what happened, right? Like he got hit and then he like got up and then he dropped. I think that's I didn't like this is just like me going off of what I've been hearing,
Yeah.
but that's what people said that
Yes,
happened.
that's like the clip that KV sent too. That's all I saw. Like he got hit, and I didn't even think it was like a bad hit because I thought first he got hit in the head, but it was like what you're talking about, KV, like the shoulder one, and then he just propped up and propped back down.
Isn't it just? I never knew that. Like before this injury happened, I never knew that if you get hit at a certain point in your like heartbeat, basically, like the waves, like at a certain point, you could get like trauma like that. That's just
Yeah.
crazy to think about. And it's just crazy to think about, like, yo, like, you could be playing fine, like, it's not an injury, like a leg injury, like, like, obviously, like, it's like, if you break a bone, it's not life-threatening, right? But just like some life-threatening injury, just playing your sport, I don't know.
Dude, the
Yeah, he
one
may
that freaks
never
me out
play
that
football again.
I don't think I wouldn't be able to like psychologically, bro. Like I feel like I would need like a lot of sports therapy. Like I feel like I wouldn't have the same confidence I had prior to this injury. I don't know. Everyone's different, but I'm like thinking it from my shoes. I feel like if I got like something like this, I would have some like
like, you'd be
I don't
scared
know,
to,
like
you'd
fear.
be scared to, like, tackle again or something.
Yeah, like fear of like performing to the same. I don't know. It's
I mean,
traumatic.
that's natural. Like, I mean, that happened with KD, like after his whole like Achilles like injury and stuff. You could tell, wait, I think it was KD or it was Klay Thompson. One of them had an Achilles injury, like a Achilles tendon, but like you could tell like when they came back, they play like more guarded. Like they're like
Hmm.
you're not going as aggressive, you're not jumping as high, you're not like you are guarded for sure. But within time, like I mean, within time, time heals everything. I think within time, like you'll go back to like your
It's
normal
like
ways.
I kind of related to like have you almost like got into an accident, like a car accident, and you're like, oh shit, I need to drive slow, and then like
Yeah, and then you're driving careful for like a little bit, and then you start wilding again.
Dude, KV, I remember when this happened and you're like, why can't you drive into the city? We had this big conversation because we had to go like fill out a raffle or something. And I was telling you,
yeah,
can
but you
you
were
take
scared
me?
for months, bro. Like you were
Bro,
scared for
like,
months.
dude, I totaled a car. What do you mean? And the
Yeah,
dude
but
had to be
months.
ambulanced off. Months, like, it happened in June. It happened in June, and the raffle thing was like August, September. Like, yeah, like I was on edge, and then going to the city, like, it freaked me out for a little bit. And you're like, nah, nah, nah. This exact same exact thing. Now, like, I'm fine, but like, that should have like fucked with my mental for a little bit. Like, just getting to that serious accident of totaling a car. And then I never thought I'd be
But it
able to
wasn't
like
your fault, right?
no, it was my fault. Like, it's like my fault technically because I rear-ended someone, but it wasn't my fault because the people just stopped on the on-ramp. Like I was looking back to see.
That's exactly what happened to me. Remember that, Harvey?
Yeah.
When the guy like stopped when he was trying to merge and he like instead of merging, he like froze up and stopped.
Yeah, that's just what happened to me because I thought he was going, 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 and then I looked back to see like, okay, what can I like merge? Like I just wanted to see my blind spot on my left eye because like the car is like, like the once the window ends and like there's a little block and then like the other window begins, like that was just like lining up in a weird angle. So I just wanted to like move forward a little bit and check back. And in that brief second, I just see people just stopped in front of me.
Dude,
Like I
that's
just
word
quickly.
for word what happened to me. When I was Harvey and me were together. I was driving, and then I think I was dropping Harvey off at work. Exactly same situation. And you know when you leave Pittsburgh, that one highway is fucked.
Mhm.
Like it has a really
Yeah.
short off ramp, and the guy froze up in front of me and just stopped. I was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" Like, and I ended up like hitting up, but like there was no scratch on his car. It was only it fucked my car up a little.
Yeah, dude, like we were all like on going on like on the on ramp, like you gotta at least like catch up to speed. Like, yeah, you're going from like a normal like streets that's like 35 to like a 55 to 65 zone, so you gotta speed up a little bit. And this was at night too, and going on Schuylkill where there's only two fucking lanes, like it's like you have to speed up. There's like, and it's not like it's gonna immediately just cut off. You can go for a little bit, and the lanes will like converge together on their own. This dude just immediately like he just stopped and it's just like I just rammed him from behind. Pause. But uh yeah, I don't know why this popped into my head because like we were talking about football. KV, you probably seen this. You seen like how Tom Brady was like in the news because like he kissed his son again, like or some shit like that.
Yeah, but now there's like another meme of him sitting in his lap, but it's like a weirdly positioned image. Have you seen that?
Dude, the only reason I'm bringing this up because I wanted to ask y'all this. I saw like Gorpy's Snapchat story last night. Like he had a kid in his hand and he kissed the cheek like mad aggressive, bro. Like hella aggressive.
Who,
And
Bobby's
like
brother?
yeah, like Rinku's brother. And I was just like thinking about the Tom Brady situation. Like I feel like Tom Brady just ruined any like kissing sh like showing of affection to a guy, like to your son. And then I wanted to ask y'all this, like, would you like kiss your son on the cheek like that? Like, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'll hug him, but I feel like kissing might be a little too aggressive, or y'all think it's okay.
I think it's okay up to a certain age. Yeah,
What's the age? Where would you cut it off?
like as a kid, elementary school.
So like five, like up until five, you'll be good, like on the cheek,
I
like just
don't
kiss
know.
him.
Like I don't know. Probably up
I
to.
feel like I don't know why. I don't know if this is. I don't think it's homophobia, but I just feel weird about like kissing my son on the cheek like that. Like in a baby, it's fine, but like after I see him like become like a boy, like even if it's like a toddler boy, like I don't know. Maybe I have to play this situation out when I'm a dad. But like Tom Brady just ruined this for me, bro.
Okay, but the difference is, right? So for the people who don't know, Tom Brady like kissed his son on the mouth, not the even the cheek. It was the mouth, right? Like I'm correct, right? Lucky it was
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, legit on the like he was like getting a rub down, like Tom Brady was like getting a massage, like he told, and his son was walking by, and then he called his son over. He's like, "Yo, give Papa a kiss or something," but it was like on the lips, bro. Like,
I
like
mean, yeah, on the lips is blasphemy, but
yo.
I think on the cheeks, like just a quick peck.
I mean, y'all gotta watch like Gurpree's Snap story. That was like, I think he was a little lit, but his was like aggressive, bro. Like he had a baby in his left hand and he was like recording with his right hand, and he like kissed the cheek, and it just prompted me to think about the Tom Brady situation. I'm like, huh, I wonder if I do this with my son, and like baby, it's okay. Like I feel like that's like you're not gonna fucking like give like a big body hug to a baby, but like at what age would you cut that shit off?
I don't know. I feel like you're just uncomfortable because of the Tom Brady situation.
And the Gurpreet situation, bro. And I don't know why. Like Riku, would you kiss your son on the like? Let's just say you have a kid next year. Like as a baby, yeah, that's fine. But like, at what age do you think you like would cut that shit off? Like when you go to like when he starts like going to potty by himself.
Probably to the point like where you can't really like you're not like having to like carry him around all the time.
What is
Like
that? Like 2 years old? Like
I
when he can
guess when
walk on
he's
his
like
own?
walking on his own and shit. Even then probably they're still pretty young when they're walking.
Yeah, like elementary school sometime. Sometime elementary.
Eh, yeah, nah, maybe like yeah, maybe preschool. Preschool, yeah. I mean, how you supposed to protect this shit? Like I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But I just remember like
I don't think
all
it's
the
weird though. Like, I mean, it's your fucking kid, dog. Like, you gotta show affection. I think it's just like you're just like trying to get off some. Maybe man didn't have self affect. Man didn't have enough affection in his childhood. And now he's on some Sigmund Freud,
my dad didn't do
Sigmund
anything,
Freud
any of
shit.
that shit. Like my dad, like I think he's like only now as we're getting older, like when I started going to college, we would do like the one arm hug, like dead ass. Like that's like the only time we do the one arm hug. Before that, like it's just like those unspoken thing, like like
Yeah, that's what I mean though.
yeah, like I don't know if I should break the cycle and like start kissing my son on the cheek, but like but I know my dad loves me, even if he didn't show that shit. Like I don't know. This is just like an interesting question that came to my or an interesting thought I had in my mind. Like, would I kiss my son on the cheek like that?
I also feel like you just care about what other people think of if they see you do it.
That too, that too. I feel like that is a little sussy, but it shouldn't be sussy. It's your son, but it just feels like my like primal impulse makes me like feel like I should feel a certain way, but I know like rationally thinking I shouldn't feel a certain way, if that makes sense. Like the impulse makes me feel like I should feel something, but like rationality be like I shouldn't feel that. You're like overthinking this shit.
Dude, even there was a recent picture of Tom Brady and his kid on his lap. Even that, like people roasted him for it. Like, I mean, it was weird ass picture. I'm not gonna lie, it was pictured weird. But people were roasting for that. But like that's normal. Like just having your kid on your lap, you know?
Yeah, he just ruined that whole lip shit. But you guys would never do lips, right?
No,
No.
Okay, okay. I just want to make sure. At what age would you make him stop sitting on your lap? Like, do you think like probably like
Bro, Santa has like kids come and sit on his lap and they're like fucking old as fuck. Like if the person can sit
that's
on
just like
Santa,
one time and it's not like one specific like I
I
feel
mean
like
that's just creepy.
that is
Like
actually that's a good point.
Yeah, that is kind of creepy to think about now.
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting question that I'll have to think about when I have a kid. All right, let's wrap this up. You guys want to do songs of the week?
Yeah, you go first.
All right, yo, this is gonna be a throwback, bro. I gotta show love to Meek. I don't know, it just randomly came on. 1942 Flows. It's off Wins and Losses. I don't know, the whole beat and the bars in that song, so fucking fire. Like this is right before like he fell off. Like I think he's like kind of washed now. Like I don't even know what he does anymore. I think that when he got out of jail,
Mandela
like
Meek.
he, huh?
He's Mandela Meek now.
Yeah, Mandela, yeah, Mandela Meek. Like he doesn't even put out music anymore. I feel like the only thing that was popping was like Going Bad. I feel like that was like his last big hit, right?
Well, championships, right? He had the Cardi B song. He had Kodak Black on.
That's with the Going Bad, like with Drake, right? Because they
Yeah,
made
that whole album.
yeah. I think that's like the only thing I remember. But like I like on my shuffle yesterday, like when I was running, all that shit just like the 1942 flows came on, and dude, the man just had bars in that shit, bro. Like so Meek Mill 1942 flows.
All right, mine's gonna be off. It just released Coke Boy 6, French Montana. I'm gonna go with it's a song called Slidin'. It's by French Montana and a guy named Ayub. I think that's how you say it. But yo, like, dude, the chorus goes crazy, and French is like it's not him rapping. It's almost like he's auto-tuned, kind of like obviously the song's called Silent, but he's like sliding on the track a little, and he actually sounds good with the auto-tune.
Word. I gotta peep that shit.
Oh, mine is gonna be Needed That, A Boogie with a Hoodie, and PNB Rock.
R.I.P. P&B. All right. This has been another episode of Brown Boy Chronicles. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Thank you for watching the Brown Boy Chronicles. We appreciate all the support you guys give us. All of our episodes can be found on every streaming platform. If you guys want to follow us on any social media, it can be found in the episode description. Also, if you guys have any business inquiries, please feel free to email us at brownboychronicles1@gmail.com.